Hello everyone, my name is Eliza Shapiro with Magento. Our time today will be spent on learning how to leverage your inventory data and gain a competitive advantage in today's online marketplace with eBridge connections, but please allow me a minute to introduce Magento. As you may know, we are the fastest growing e-commerce platform in the world. At the heart of this growth are great products like Magento Enterprise, great people, and an amazing community, all with the goal of helping you achieve success in e-commerce. We would like to thank our bronze industry partner eBridge Connections for developing this very important presentation. The best e-commerce implementations are made possible by utilizing the expertise of what we call the Magento ecosystem, which includes a network of Magento industry partners like eBridge Connections that integrate with Magento technology and create applications and extensions specifically for Magento, along with our solution partners who make these customizations and integrations possible. Now I'd like to introduce Mark Safaraza, Marketing Manager at eBridge Connections. Take it away, Mark.
Thanks, Lisa. Appreciate the introduction. Okay, so for those of you who don't know about eBridge Connections, we offer integration from Magento to over 40 accounting packages, providing a fully automated and bi-directional connection between your offline and online business processes. eBridge has deployed a number of integration projects for Magento stores like sunfood.com and R3 Global, just to name a few. So today we're going to look at the online marketplace, how you can use marketing as your, how you can use inventory as marketing gold, and then we'll focus on leveraging inventory-driven search, as well as using eBridge's backup office integration solutions. And then we'll open up the floor to discussions. Okay, so let's get started. As you know, today's marketplace is extremely hyper-competitive. I'm sure many of you can name off at least 5 direct competitors off the top of your head. And if you're into a market segment like sporting goods or electronics, for example, this number increases exponentially. However, it's no surprise, though, given the low barriers to entry and minimal overhead costs in comparison to brick-and-mortar retailers. So as a result, the online marketplace is crowded with merchants of all sizes, and they're all vying for the precious attention of the online shopper, which in turn is your online shopper as well. Now, proven tactics that will provide positive changes to your online business. For instance, ensuring your site is built for the proper SEO standards can yield higher volumes of organic traffic and as well as higher conversion rates. This is a proven fact. Also, investing in AdWords and content display networks will allow you to buy your way into the front page of search results, giving you exposure and additional traffic. However, many of these strategies are considered by many to be the status quo, just required to play ball. I mean, even if half your competitors invest the same amount of money in building quality pages, or they match your bids on, say, AdWords, the net effect of your store could be enough to outweigh your initiatives. In other words, it's looking pretty grim out there. So how do you differentiate? And that's what got us really thinking, sort of, kept us up at night wondering how merchants, especially the small to medium-sized ones with already overstretched resources, could differentiate and excel in such a crowded marketplace. When you're up against countless competitors, many with larger budgets and reach, it does kind of seem like mission impossible to go up and compete against these players. So we eventually decided to pull a 180 on how we were approaching the issue. And we originally looked externally for opportunities, untapped ideas, as well as resources. But what little did we come across that we thought was unique and original, it didn't really apply to all industries. And we know that online merchants are selling in just about every industry you can think of, so we didn't really like that. And at that point, we realized we needed something that everyone had, sort of a common denominator, so to speak. Something that every business selling goods online would have. And I know there are a number of web stores selling services online, but unfortunately, today we're going to focus on web stores who are selling goods. So anyone selling goods online, our tips will certainly apply to you. And just like our title of the webinar states, our answer to this is inventory. So now Magento provides exceptional inventory management through its powerful platform, but today we're going to tell you how you can manage your inventory information to grow your business. So inventory. At first it doesn't seem like the greatest fit. Unless you have a truly unique line of product, inventory might seem like a dead end when looking for differentiation. I mean, if everyone is selling the same exact product, it doesn't really seem like a good fit when looking to stand out from your competitors. So I challenge you to think of your inventory as a sword. It's not the size of the sword that matters, it's how you use it. And in this case, it's how you use it to get a leg up on your competitors. I would like you to consider that inventory management is often underutilized as a marketing tool because it's used most often as the lifeblood of your company. Most of your main concerns around inventory management circle around shipping times, managing stock levels, and really just trying to keep a handle on your inventory as it fluctuates day to day. So if you stop and take a step back, which I know for most of you is easier said than done, your inventory can become a gold mine of marketing potential. Things like product attributes can help you cut through the noise and cater to more specific searches, or exposing up-to-date quantity levels can help build confidence in buyers. In addition, you can use that same inventory quantity information to increase the efficiency of your ad spend. It can also be looked at as an area to recover valuable labor resources by automating some of the time-consuming and tedious tasks that are generally associated with its management and processing. There are other likely great ways to manage inventory outside of those concerns, but we decided to focus on two specific areas that would have a significant impact on your business. So let's dive into these areas right now. And the first one I'm going to focus on is inventory-driven search. So the first notion of inventory-driven search is keywords. And this strategy focuses mainly on improving the performance of your paid search investment. Some of you might not be at that level yet, but some of the basic fundamentals that I'm going to discuss should give you a leg up on your overall online marketing initiatives. Inventory-driven search lets you dynamically control the content and flow of advertisements based on your live inventory information. And as I mentioned before, product attributes offer a lucrative source of keywords. Every time you sell, these products have a number of attributes such as size, color, weight, model number, MRSP, condition, and the list goes on and on. So for instance, a person is not likely to search for a basic phrase in Google like black shoes, but rather they'll search for something specific like a black size 12 pair of Nike Air Force Ones. So you already have these adjectives in your possession, you just have to leverage them. And if you have the capital, there are a number of systems that can generate keywords dynamically based on your product description and attributes. Or you can invest some time and develop your keywords manually. And the decision really depends on your budget and breadth of products that you offer. This varies merchant to merchant depending on the nature of your business. So really it's an internal decision that you have to make based on your current situation. Either way, it's important to keep your keywords relevant and up to date in order to drive organic searches and therefore improving your conversion rates and reducing the cost of traffic to your site. So we looked at using keywords. Now we're going to look at the flow of ads and how it can help you. A common pain point is back orders and out-of-stock items. For example, when I'm looking for computer parts online, it's easy to find them at multiple retailers, but there's always one that stands out from the crowd, whether it be from their selection of quality products or whether it be their customer service. And it's really unfortunate to lose business on out-of-stock items, especially from your loyal customers who might defect to another competitor because you're unable to deliver at a given time. Now, I'm not suggesting you pull a product page every time you run out of stock. That simply just wouldn't make sense. So I challenge you to ensure that all of your ads are driving traffic only for the items that you have on hand. And it's important to spend your dollars on products that you have a 100% chance of converting without any material delays. It would be like finding an ad in your local newspaper for a bike and then finding out you can receive it 3 months down the road after your birthday celebration. It simply doesn't make sense. You're paying for a full ad, but you're unable to serve the customer's needs and therefore substantially decreasing your ROI. Now again, whether you use an automated process or try to tackle this process manually, you want to use inventory quantity levels to control which ads to display. This is a surefire way to increase your conversion rates. And when you think about it, all you need to do is convert one customer as a result of this change, and you've already done better than your out-of-stock items could have done. And the last consideration around inventory-driven search that I want to talk about is data. And that's a result of these two initiatives that you can analyze and benefit from. So given the performance of your custom keyword sets, they provide insight into consumer search trends, which can then tip you off on hot products and brands. Now, you want to make sure that you're well stocked on those items and buying out specific ads accordingly. This goes in hand with your other marketing initiatives in order to make them more efficient. You can also take this information and refine your keyword sets in an effort to improve their performance. But the real advantage here is not only are you getting a couple of steps ahead of your competitors by employing these strategies, you also reap the benefits of that data. And that data is something that nobody else can emulate. In that sense, it's priceless. Your competitors could be doing the same thing by getting this data, but chances are that they're not using this stuff. And this stuff isn't out there for them to use and mine. It's all yours. So we like to think of this as marketing gold. Another game-changing way to manage inventory that I'd like to consider is back-office integration as a way to accelerate your business processes. Not only will this initiative free up human capital required to tackle the inventory search initiative that we just discussed, but it supplements some of the related tasks as well. So for starters, you are left with no manual data entry. Now, remember earlier when I talked about using your product attributes to tailor your ads to make them more effective and more relevant to your users. So if you're the owner of this inventory, you will most likely know this information doesn't just create itself. Someone has to manually key in that data, and this can be quite frustrating if you're entering product information for thousands of products. You can see how this problem can compound itself if you have a high turnover of new products or as your product selection grows. Now, there's a number of services that can automate your product information from large databases, but note that some of this data may be used by your competitors, and therefore it may not be very SEO friendly. Search engines like Google are starting to focus more on quality, so it's the uniqueness of your product attributes and descriptions that really differentiate you from your competitors. And what makes it even worse, most stores have to update inventory status and product information in a separate accounting package. It all creates more of an opportunity for human error. And we're all human and we're all liable to make mistakes, but this type of mistake could have adverse effects on your business, especially if it occurs in pricing, shipping, or inventory status. Anything that is going to directly affect the customer's overall experience, you're going to want to mitigate as much as possible. So anytime an order is placed with your store, it also creates another instance for manual data entry. The need for all this work and all the mistakes that could arise from it could be eliminated through automating these processes. At eBridge Connections, we provide integration between your Magento web store and your accounting packages. So with e-commerce integration into your accounting package, you only need to enter information in once, and it's automatically populated from there, or from whichever you choose to be the master record. So if you want to work from your store or from your accounting package to enter this information, it's completely up to you. Also, our integration platform can automate information to and from your accounting system to multiple systems. For instance, you may want to integrate your accounting package with your Magento web store and CRM system simultaneously. Our powerful API allows you to connect to multiple systems while sharing one set of data, therefore improving your data integrity and reducing the risk of errors. So whatever data you need moving back and forth between your accounting system, we can certainly handle that. And most sales orders are created anytime a customer makes a purchase. And with data integration, you can easily exchange this information with your accounting package with fields mapped exactly the way you require. Our integration solution allows you to build custom business rules around virtually any field. With regards to field mapping, a lot of data integration tools out there will move information from system A to B, but will leave the information intact. So we like to take it a step further and actually map business rules based on your integration requirements. For instance, you might want to have a field from, say, Magento automatically synced into your QuickBooks accounting package based on some sort of custom rule. And the benefit of this is that all your information is inputted into the right locations based on the configurations of your systems and how you want to manage those processes. The end result is clean, valid data between all the systems that you're managing. So another consideration is up-to-date inventory levels. Trying to manually update inventory information between your accounting package and your Magento web store can be quite cumbersome to keep everything current. Now, depending on the rate of your inventory turnover and product catalog, it could be just about impossible to stay current. And I'm sure that you'd all agree that outsourcing a person to update your system is probably not the best route to take. So, for instance, you might want to take preference over how inventory is recorded based on the accounting rules that govern your state or states that you serve. Now, this could all be resolved, as I said, by connecting your accounting package through eBridge Connections platform, our cloud-based integration platform. Your store's inventory information can be updated as often as every 10 minutes based on the information in your accounting package, and it doesn't have to be that quick. You can set the update synchronization settings to something much longer. Ultimately, it's a fast process that will allow your data to remain current without the need for manual data entry. And as an added benefit, it also helps provide tighter, more agile control of dynamically served ads that I was talking about, ads that are served based on your inventory levels as an example. So if you're using a web-based application to control your ad campaign, you now have the power to serve appropriate ads in a timely fashion, improving the effectiveness of your campaign by automating these processes, in turn improving your conversion rates. The last thing I want to touch on with regards to back office integration is scalability. Thanks to the SaaS model, the automation of these tasks is scalable no matter how many transactions you process. And most importantly, our pricing model is on a per touchpoint basis, which means there's no additional charges if you're processing 1,000 or 50,000 transactions per month. And as a result, our system will grow with the volume of your business at no extra cost. So therefore, volume is no concern. Another benefit is that you'll always be using the latest version of our application, and there's no charges for upgrades. It's also universal, meaning that you can continue to upgrade your existing accounting system or switch to a completely different accounting package altogether. Our system supports over 40 accounting packages, including small to mid-sized to even enterprise accounting packages like Microsoft Dynamics. So, for instance, if you start to experience rapid growth and feel the need to upgrade to a robust accounting package down the road, say from QuickBooks one day to Sage Math 200, there's no reason why you should have to reinvest time and money on a new integration solution. Some of you might even sell goods through multiple channels in addition to your web stores, like on eBay and Amazon. Our application supports multiple shopping carts so that you can have one accounting system integrate with your entire sales channel and therefore keep all your product descriptions and inventory levels up to date. So it's comforting as a business owner that you realize your systems can grow with you as your business grows. And this is something that both eBridge and Magento have really harnessed as a fundamental component of our systems architecture. So if you're wondering how do I configure my Magento store with my accounting package, or what accounting packages does eBridge support? Well, now I'm going to show you something that we like to call the Blueprint Builder, and this is available on our website at www.ebridgeconnections.com. And all you have to do is go to our home page, click Try Now, and it'll take you to our Blueprint Builder. And from here, you want to select your accounting package. It's just loading up. Thanks for your patience. So I'm going to go ahead and select, let's say, Microsoft Dynamics GP 8.0. And you want to select your integration connections. Now, as I said, we support multiple channels, whether it be your web store or EDI trading partners or CRM system. But in this case, we're focusing on Magento today. So I'm going to go ahead and select eCommerce. And of course, I'm going to select Magento. And now you can view all the available touch points between your Microsoft Dynamics GP accounting package and your Magento web store. So these are all the fields that you can integrate between the two systems. So for instance, if you wanted to integrate inventory, or you wanted to integrate something like shipment creation. And once you select the touch points that you're interested in, you can always click Request a Quote, and our integration experts will certainly review your requirements and follow up with you as soon as possible. So now I'm going to get back into our slide deck. And before we wrap this presentation up, I just wanted to let you know about some best practices in case you were to ever accidentally have an error with your inventory. So what happens if you run out of stock? Well, you want to be transparent, and whenever possible, be transparent about your product availability. And don't charge the credit card. If you can't ship within a day of charging a credit card, only authorize the card and capture the funds upon shipment. Don't hide stock disclosures policies. A good way to irritate customers is to display in-stock notice and then bury a protective disclaimer. In short, if a popular item might be oversold, tell the customer either on the product page or during checkout. And you want to display drop shipping and third-party fulfillment notices. Amazon gets it right on with this point. The site tells you exactly who's fulfilling orders for any product. And then you want to disclose low inventory. Display a countdown when an item is nearing sellout status. This can help close sales more quickly. So what if you do oversell? Well, the first words the customers want to hear when they won't be receiving an order is, "We're sorry." So you really want to own up to your mistake. Explain what happened. Even if your systems failed and you oversold to thousands, you'll gain more respect if you're honest. And offer a generous discount off a future order. Allow the coupon to be used store-wide, not just like products or accessories for the items oversold. Extend the deadline so shoppers won't feel so pressured. So one final thought before we wrap up today's presentation. I hope that I was at least able to provide you with enough information to get you thinking about inventory management and how it can be used as a key marketing tool. Better yet, think of inventory as a secret weapon. When you think about everything that I've talked about today, none of them would have been blatantly obvious to your competitors. For the most part, it's crucial for you to use any internal information or data that you might have to get a leg up on your competitors. So I'm going to be taking some questions now, so please feel free to submit any questions if you haven't already into GoToWebinar, and I'll be happy to answer them. So I'll give you guys a few minutes, and then we'll get right into it. For your reference, you can always contact us at 1-800-755-6921 if you have any questions with regards to our integration solution. Also at sales@ebridgesoft.com. And again, please visit our blueprint if you would like to see your integration solution at ebridgeconnections.com/blueprint. And of course, you can follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/ebridgeconnect.